Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Legendary Workstation. This is free video training course of CCNA 200-301. In our previous lecture we have discussed about the topic of OSI model, and today our topic is TCP IP model. Before start to watch this video, please watch the previous lecture on OSI model and remember the layers of OSI model very well. Then I granted this lecture is very interesting and helpful for you. TCP IP model is developed by two DARPA scientists, Vent Cerf and Bob Khan, in 1970. Because invention of this model, they are also known as father of internet. Communication on network is possible with the help of TCP IP model. Now question is that why we need to use TCP IP model? Before TCP IP model, devices are machine dependent. It means that same type of devices are connected with each other to share data. For example, if we have two laptops to connect with each other, the type of both devices must be same, but if the type of one device is different, communication cannot occur. In our example, we uses three devices in which two devices belong to HP brand and one device is from Dell brand. Now if we want to connect both HP devices, connection will be established and no conflict occur because both devices are using same protocols. Now if we want to connect HP device to Dell device, then connection cannot be established because protocols or standards are not matched for communication on different devices. Every brand is using their own type of standard and protocol, so conflict occur here. In order to resolve this problem, computer scientists works on it and they found the solution in shape of TCP IP model. The IP stand for Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. TCP IP model was developed in 1970. It is developed by DARPA scientists, Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. It has four layers. Difference between TCP and IP model stand for Transmission Control Protocol. IP stand for Internet Protocol. TCP is Transport Layer Protocol, while IP is Network Layer Protocol. TCP provide acknowledgement that data is properly shared between source to destination. IP provides source and destination addresses along with best route to transfer of data. When we combine these two protocols, TCP and IP, we found a new model that is called TCP IP model. Communication on different networks is possible with the help of TCP IP model. Difference between TCP IP versus OSI model. People think that TCP IP model is evolved from OSI reference model. There is no connection of TCP IP model with OSI model. Both are different. When TCP IP model and OSI model was in manufacturing phase, both models are not known what they are doing. TCP model is implementation model while OSI model is reference model. TCP IP model is developed by Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, while OSI model is developed by ISO International Standard Organization. The main purpose of TCP IP model is to remove machine dependency, and also the purpose of OSI model is to remove machine dependency. TCP IP model focus on output. OSI model focus on paperwork as well as output. TCP IP model in TCP IP are not defined in documentation of TCP IP models. There are fixed 7 layers in OSI model which are defined in the documentation of OSI model. Now we will understand that how TCP IP model works. A wants to transfer data to computer B on different network. We will use the TCP IP model to transfer data from PC A to PC B. The two endpoints N1 and N2 are responsible for making sure that data is successfully transferred or not. It has no concern that how packets are transferred from source to destination and they uses which path. It is like a post office where we only put the source and destination address, and we have no concern which path is used by post office to transmit the data towards the destination. TCP IP model also perform routing. It means TCP IP model help us to find the best route to reach the destination. Each node can transfer data over multiple paths and the network chooses the best path to transfer of data. Layers of TCP IP model. Before start the discussion about layers of TCP IP model, we will repeat the layer of OSI model for better understanding the layer of TCP IP model. OSI model contains 7 layers. Application layer, presentation layer and session layer is related to software. On these layers, our data is in actual form. On transport layer, data is converted into segments. On network layer, data is in the form of packets, and on data link layer, data is in form of frames. And at the end, data is in bits form at physical layer. Now we will understand the layer of TCP IP model. First layer of TCP IP model is application layer, which is combination of upper 3 layers of OSI model in which our data is in actual form. Second layer of TCP IP model is host to host layer in which data is in segments. Third layer of TCP IP model is internet layer in which data is in packet form. Fourth layer of TCP IP model is network layer, which is combination of two bottom layer of OSI models. Protocols on the layer of TCP IP model. Application layer protocols are FTP, TFTP, HTTP, SMTP, DHCP, DNS. Host to host layer protocols are UDP and TCP. Internet layer protocols are NAT, ARP, ICMP, RIR, OSPF, EIGRP, BGP. Network access layer protocols are TCP, Ethernet, and FIDI. TCP/IP model resolve the problem of source and destination address. Choose the best path when there are multiple paths to transfer data from one device to another device. TCP/IP resolve the problem of machine dependency. We will discuss in detail about all the protocol of TCP/IP model in our upcoming videos. I hope you understand this topic very well. I will be very happy to listen to your views about this video. I will appreciate your suggestions for improving the quality of the video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, like the video, and also share this video to your timeline and friends. Your appreciation is motivation for me to do more hard work and make everything simple about CCNA 200-301 for you. If you want these slides, then comment your email address below the video. I will share this slide with you. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel.